NFL Week 6 is in the books, and I got some reaction takeaways, overreactions, whatever you want to call them, here on Verts. My name is Harrison Graham. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. And folks, we're getting closer. We are less than 200 subscribers from 12,000 here on the channel. The loyalty, the 11,800 have showed us, especially recently, has been awesome. If you want free daily NFL, college football content here on this show, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. Let's get to 12,000 subs. Can we get there today? Let's do it. Hit that subscribe button. All right. Are the Bills in major trouble? Again, some overreactions here, but they have not played great, especially these last couple of weeks. They kind of let that Patriots game slip away last week. I thought Drake May outplayed Josh Allen in that game. And then last night, just a really poor showing against Atlanta. Defense did not play well. Josh Allen the last couple of games, 215 yards passing on average, basically 4 touchdowns, 3 picks. He has not played his best brand of football. And remember, you go back to week 1, it took kind of that miraculous comeback to beat the Ravens. Otherwise, this is a 3-3 football team. I mean, they're 4-2. They're not bad by any means, but I watch this team play, and I see clear roster holes. I hate their receiver room. Feels like Khalil Shakir has not taken a step forward after getting extended. We were talking about this in the Chat Sports office. The fact that the Bills traded with the Chiefs on draft night, which allowed the Chiefs to draft Xavier Worthy, and then the Bills, who were keyed in on Keon Coleman, took him. Keon Coleman is nowhere near the player of Xavier Worthy, and you should never be trading with the Kansas City Chiefs. So I don't like that receiver room. Their defense is, they can't stop the run. They don't have a great pass rush. I look around and I'm like, this is I'll call it an average to above average roster with Josh Allen, who's obviously one of the best players in the league. So if they're playing like this, if Josh is not playing his absolute best, they got no shot. And even if he is like he was last year, they still couldn't beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. So I don't know. It feels like something is missing when you watch Buffalo, and they just have no major difference makers offensively outside of James Cook, and you're not going to pepper him every play. So, yeah, I don't like what I'm seeing from the Bills right now. All right. Are the 3-3 Chiefs once again the team to beat, not only in the AFC but in the NFL? Updated Super Bowl odds here. I'm shocked, first of all, that the Bills are tied for the favorites here in the AFC. They may not even win the AFC East if they keep playing like this. But the Chiefs at plus 650, despite being 3-3, they are the co-favorites to win the Super Bowl. We got the Packers, Lions, and Eagles coming in after that. Again, let me first just say, is anybody that's watching this show right now, would you take Buffalo over Kansas City? I just don't see how you could say that. I don't see any world where you would be confident picking Buffalo to beat the Chiefs when they never have in the playoffs, and just how these teams are playing right now. I get the Chiefs are 3-3, but they've lost a couple of weird games. That game to Jacksonville last week, they had a million penalties. Mahomes throws the 100-yard pick 6. They're a much better team than the Jags. Everybody knows that. Rashee Rice is coming back. Mahomes is playing his best ball since 2022. Travis Kelce's still pretty good. Defense is slowly playing better. They started slow this season. If Spags gets those boys rolling, maybe Brett Veach makes a move on the defense, and who knows, maybe they trade for a running back. They've gotten a little more production out of Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, but I think Kansas City, with this passing attack right now and getting their number 1 receiver back with Rashee Rice, they seem pretty motivated to go on a run here. So that's my pick right now. I know they're 3-3. Technically, they're not even in the playoffs if the season ended today. I don't care if they get in. It's going to be hard for me to pick against them. Who is your Super Bowl pick right now? You're picking today. You have to empty your bank account on one team. Who is it? I'm not picking against Kansas City. So that's who I'm rolling with. But it's week 6. Long way to go. All right, the Chicago Bears got a massive win on Monday Night Football over the Washington Commanders. Obviously getting revenge after last year's Hail Mary loss. We'll talk about that and a couple more takeaways from Week 6 in just a moment. But today's show is sponsored by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. I had my streak snapped. I did miss on my 3-player lineup last night, but I've hit like 8 out of my last 10. I've had a really good season making money with Prize Picks, and it's fun. and you guys should get in on the action as well. PrizePicks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. If you want to pick more on your favorite quarterback's passing yards, rush yards, and touchdowns, you can do so all in one lineup right now with PrizePicks. The way PrizePicks works is simple. You pick more or less on 2 to 6 player lineups on their stat projections, and if you hit, you win money. It's as simple as that. I got a 3-player lineup cooked up already for Week 7, as I'll take the Goblin play. Those are easier to hit. More than half a touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence. I'll take more on Caleb Williams passing yards, 228 and a half, and then Cam Scatterbo demon play to score a touchdown. I know it's Denver, and he had 3 last week, so, sometimes that's a regression, but they get inside the 10. They're going to hand him the ball. I like that. Demons are harder to hit, so just 1 touchdown for Scatterbo, rushing or receiving. They throw to him some, too. Love that value there. $20 entry to win $80 on this 3-player lineup. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use our code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it is good to be right. All right, Bears 25, Commanders 24. Normally I do a Monday Night Football reaction for you guys here on 4 Verts, but my primary job is as the host of Bears Now, and obviously my focus is over there last night, but what a crazy game this was. I mean, coming into the game, an under-talked about story was how that officiating crew, the lead official, it's his first year as a lead official, they had thrown 13 more flags than any team in the NFL. That continued last night. I think it was 14 combined penalties and several that were declined, so probably 20-plus overall. That was a big storyline during the game. And then the Bears just found a way to persevere in that one. Down 8 in the 4th, DeAndre Swift breaks loose on a catch, and then Jake Moody with the game-winning field goal. And I just look at this Bears team right now. We can overanalyze the X's and O's, and certainly Ben Johnson is a smart X's and O's guy, so is Dennis Allen. But this guy has brought an edge to Chicago, and that was the biggest question about Ben Johnson as a coaching candidate. We know he's a smart coach. We know X's and O's wise, play sequencing, play calling, play design as an offensive coach. We know he can do that. But I think there are a lot of really positive signs that he can do the other stuff too. He's got the intangibles. He can lead. And they are feeding off this guy right now. So Bears have won 3 straight. That's a bad loss for Washington, for Jaden Daniels to fumble that game away in the 4th quarter in a game that they were fortunate to have a lead and then to just fumble it away. They're 3-3 now. Commanders have tough games coming up. If they kind of go on a skid here, that's going to be a moment in Jaden and Washington's season where they're going to look back on it and be like, wow, what a missed opportunity. But huge one for the Bears. They're 3-2. Commanders are 3-3. How about the 3-2 Atlanta Falcons? Who the hell is this team? They are the most just, you don't want to use a medical term, but bipolar team in the NFL. I mean, look at their season. They lose this wild back-and-forth game in Week 1 in which Younghoe Koo misses a kick. They end up moving on from him. They smoke Minnesota on the road. They get just decleated the week later by Carolina, 30-0. Is there a weirder result in the NFL this year than the Panthers beating the Falcons 30-0? You'd be hard-pressed finding one. Then they beat Washington. Mistyped here. By Week 5, Week 6, 5th game, they beat Buffalo. Just handle them last night. I mean, they were in control of that game from start to finish. So I just look at this team, and I'm like, who the hell are they? They're first in run defense. I think total defense now, too. That's a big improvement. The pass rush is better. Michael Penix, outside of that Carolina game, has just been like game manager. And that might be all you need when you got Bijan Robinson. Just give him the ball. He had a couple special plays last night. He can make you miss. He can turn on the afterburners. He can catch the football in space. He's probably the best back in the league right now. I would say Bijan Robinson is the best running back in the NFL pound for pound at this point in the 2025 season. So Atlanta is going to be an interesting watch because I think their best, that's a team that could win a playoff game or two. Their worst could stumble to 8-9. So I have no idea what they're going to be, but the defense is improved. Bijan is special. If Penix can just gradually get a little better as the season goes on, I don't see why they can't be at least a wild card team in the NFC. Who do you guys think is better in the NFC? Both are 3-2. Both have second-year quarterbacks. Both have opportunistic defenses. I think Atlanta's is certainly better right now. Type CHI for the Bears, ATL for the Falcons. Who do you think ends up having a better year? And then lastly, got to show my guy, producer Cullen Brown, his Seahawks and their number one receiver, Jaxon Smith-Njigba. Got to give him his flowers. I think he's Offensive Player of the Year through 6 weeks. I mean, he is on pace to have 1,900-something yards, just under 2,000. The connection he and Sam Darnold built in one offseason here has been magical. There was a moment in the game last week where Darnold, I think, had 140 yards passing, and JSN had like 112 of them. It's like teams know they're peppering JSN, and they still can't stop him. I mean, he is a special talent as a route runner and just ability to make plays. He's been the best receiver in the NFL this year, and looking back on it, it's so funny that these draft gurus and these people just overanalyzed him because of his NFL combine. Well, he ran like a 4.49 or a 4.5. I don't know. I don't see special traits. If you only watched him in the Rose Bowl in college and never watched another game, you would know that this guy has a chance to be special. And that's why this draft stuff, like, I think we overthink it a lot. That guy should have been a top 10 pick. The fact that he fell to where he did, I can't remember exactly, 18, I mean, that is a joke. He should have gone top 10, if not top 5. I see a 12, 15-year player that has a chance to be a Hall of Famer. He is very, very good, and him and Sam Darnold are cooking. And the Seahawks are 4-2. They are very close to being 6-0. They are a dangerous team in the NFC at this point in time. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Four Verts. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Just a little teaser of some content this week. I'm going to explore some Penn State head coaching candidates. Some trade buzz is heating up in the NFL. A lot to dive into throughout the course of the week. So keep us locked in. Hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 12,000 subscribers. Appreciate your love and support. We'll see you guys soon.